Welcome to the dashboard, your highlight reel of need-to-know DOT compliance updates, driver and transportation topics, hiring and onboarding tips, and background check best practices from the experts at Foley Services. Let's drive your business forward together. In Episode 4, we'll discuss what's involved in a roadside DOT inspection, how to lower your risk of being selected for inspections, and increase your chances of passing them if you are selected. DOT roadside inspections will be on the rise in the next few months. Over 390,243 roadside inspections have been conducted so far in 2024, with nearly 74,975 of them resulting in at least one out-of-service violation. The number of these inspections is expected to continue to climb, especially as International Road Check 2024 kicks off in less than 2 weeks. When a driver receives an out-of-service violation, they cannot resume driving until the issue has been resolved. This can cause serious delays in any company's operations, especially those with a limited number of drivers. Out-of-service orders are also recorded on a company's Compliance, Safety, and Accountability, or CSA score for 24 months. The more recorded safety issues your company has, the higher your score will be, which only increases your chances of facing additional federal interventions like safety and compliance audits. The key to passing roadside inspections is understanding the following: how drivers are selected for the inspections, what the various inspection levels involve, the top driver roadside inspection violations for 2024 so far, the top vehicle roadside inspection violations for 2024 so far, and how to avoid both driver and vehicle violations. We dive into each of these factors below. How are commercial drivers chosen for roadside inspections? Certain drivers and commercial vehicles are usually selected for roadside inspections because an officer has spotted something off about their driving behavior or the state of their commercial vehicle. The driver could be speeding, or maybe one of the vehicle's tires is flat. However, unlike non-commercial vehicles, officers don't need a specific reason to pull over a CMV driver. They will often pull over a driver for the sole purpose of conducting an inspection. What are the different roadside inspection levels? There are 7 roadside inspection levels, each less complex as the level number increases. Level 1. This is not only the most common type of roadside inspection, but also the most detailed and comprehensive. The inspector will check the driver's documentation, including CDL, medical certificate, and others, as well as the entirety of the vehicle's interior and exterior. Level 2, nearly identical to Level 1 inspections. However, the inspector will do a walk-around inspection of the vehicle rather than conducting an extensive examination. Level 3, a driver-only inspection in which the officer will thoroughly examine a driver's records, including daily logs and vehicle inspection reports. Level 4, one-time inspection of a particular vehicle or driver item, likely in the case of an ongoing company investigation. Level 5, a Level 1 check of the commercial vehicle without the driver present. Level 6, a specific inspection of vehicles hauling transuranic waste and highway route-controlled quantities of radioactive material. Level 7, an inspection that applies to school buses, limousines, taxis, hotel courtesy shuttles, and other intrastate passenger vehicles specifically. What are the top driver roadside inspection violations? The top 5 driver violations and the number of occurrences for 2024 so far are as follows. Speeding 6 to 10 miles per hour over the speed limit with 8,108 violations. Failure to obey traffic control device with 6,742 violations. Operating a CMV without a CDL with 5,650 violations, false report of driver record of duty status with 5,020 violations, and lane restriction violation with 4,382 violations. The majority of these are based on driver behavior, which can be tracked with an MVR monitoring program. Employers can enroll any number of drivers, receive notifications if any changes are reported to their license records, and address any violations that may come up. In terms of violation number 4, your drivers must adhere to all federal hours of service regulations and keep their record of duty status updated throughout their routes. Performing basic DOT background checks on drivers during the pre-employment process can ensure they have the required licenses and endorsements to legally operate your company's commercial vehicles. What are the top vehicle roadside inspection violations? These are the top 5 vehicle violations and the number of times they've been recorded in 2024 so far. Inoperable required lamp with 32,518 violations. Operating a CMV without proof of periodic inspection with 16,589 violations. Clamp or roto-type breakout of adjustment with 14,096 violations. Tire flat and/or audible air leak with 11,436 violations, and no discharged unsecured fire extinguisher with 10,740 violations. Regularly inspecting and maintaining your CMVs not only reduces your risk of the above violations, but it also helps ensure your drivers are safe behind the wheel. How to pass roadside inspections in 2024. Although your driver may not be able to avoid being pulled over, it is possible to prevent out-of-service orders that may result from a random roadside inspection. Implementing an effective preventative maintenance program can help your team recognize potential issues with your commercial vehicles before your drivers take them on the road. Managing your vehicle maintenance record keeping is also key to staying organized, keeping up with regular maintenance, and ensuring your drivers have the right documentation with them in the event of a roadside inspection. In terms of avoiding driver violations, creating and maintaining DOT-compliant driver files is the best way to stay on top of your driver's qualification documents, like their CDLs, medical certificates, and more. Inspectors will typically check these items for their validity and expiration, especially during Level 1 inspections. Talk to a Foley compliance expert today about how easy it can be to manage your DOT record-keeping requirements so your drivers can have better chances at passing roadside inspections in 2024. Thank you for joining us on this episode of The Dashboard by Foley Services. Whether you need to streamline employee onboarding, meet DOT compliance requirements, or mitigate your company's risk level, Foley is your trusted partner behind the software that adapts to your needs. Visit foleyservices.com for additional resources and information. Thank you for listening.